In this video guide, we're gonna create here a custom door, and we're gonna position it inside our space here that we created in a previous video. And in the previous video, we draw also a 2D CAD drawing, and then we model the 3D model starting from like a base plane. And so first of all, you need to create also this part here in the middle, which can be done with the bridge. So I'm gonna quickly show you here. So from this, we're gonna extrude. We're gonna go to edit mode, and if you already extruded this like 3 meters, so you put here the precise measures. Okay, then you can do a loop cut in between, and if you cut like 2 times, like this is gonna cut like each 3 meter. So for a door, you can use the last, well, the first 2 open and the last closed. So I'm gonna go to the face selection again and select here and in the opposite side, holding Shift key. Let me activate the screencast keys for you so you can see. So Shift key, and you take those 2, right click, and bridge faces. So that creates the perfect slot for the door. And then we're gonna proceed like with this other one right here. So just gonna leave this to show where we started from in the previous video, and then we created a room, and in here we're gonna create the door. So to create the door, we have many possibilities. I'm just gonna show you a technique that I think it's pretty fast. So in order to be exact, to fit in this exact spot, we can take these faces in edit mode, and so hold Shift key and select those. And if you have problems, you can check the other Blender video guides and Blender courses that we have in the channel. So I selected all of these right here, and then I can go here to mesh, and I can go to duplicate. So this will duplicate only this part right here. We can put it just, here in the same position, but if you want to look at this better, we can just move it here with the standard move tool. We can move it here. Now be careful on the snaps. Sometimes they're useful, sometimes not. And I'm also going to use the grid here. So I'm going to hold Shift and use the grid, because that will be helpful to position this one back. Okay, so now what I want to do is to make things even simpler is to separate this, because right now it's still part of this geometry right here, and we want instead a separate geometry. So we select it and right click and go to separate, or press P and then selection. So now we have this that is going to be here. We can call this frame. Okay, so this is the frame that is gonna attach to the wall, and then we need another one that will be attached to the door. So they're gonna be 2. So I can just directly copy and paste this again. You can give this any name. I'm gonna call this like frame lining. And okay, so let's start with the first one, which is gonna directly go back in the original position. So right here, you can use the snaps, as you can see. And why I didn't do this like using a box or like an extrusion or a sweep? Well, because with this, I can control the thickness. If I go in the modifiers and add a Solidify modifier here, I can control the thickness. I can change the thickness every time that I want. Now be careful here, you need to do even thickness, and then you set up the exact thickness that you want. So in this case, I will put 2 centimeters. That will be, in this case, like 0.02 meters if you want to maintain the meters. Otherwise, you can change the units here in the scene properties. Okay, and so this is our first frame, and we can keep it as it is. Now, if I put this back in there, it's gonna be too big. So let's assume I also do here like another Solidify, and let's make this like minus 0.03, and it goes minus because it goes inside, not outside. So this is how we can set up this. Okay, and now if I move this, you can see where the origin is. So that's not really handy. I can reposition the origin by going up here on the top right, selecting the origin, and put it here like near the edge right here. Okay, and then deactivate the origin again and move this right there. Okay, so let's make it in order to be in line with that, aligned with that. Okay, so you can see that. Well, now this is going to be like too big. It's going to overlap. So we need to fix this. And maybe we can try with the transparency. This should help us. Okay, and then we can go to edit mode because we need to identify that line, that the line that it's basically composed of these edges right here. So you can see we have an edge right there. And so we need to push that edge in the interior side of that previous frame. So you can also work in 2D. Sometimes it's definitely more precise and you can work better. Also that one, we need to push it in the inside part. And also we have another one here because we cut with the loop cut. So make sure that, you know, everything is nice and straight. And there you go. Now, another thing you could do here is use the random colors so you can distinguish the various components that you are creating. Okay, and then we need the panel, so the movable part. And we have also here many possibilities to do this. So what I can do is just, well, one of my favorite is this add a plane that of course goes where the 3D cursor is of Blender. Okay, and you're just gonna go here in edit mode and take the points and just, you know, put the points exactly when you need them, kind of like a tissue. So I think this is a really fast way to, you know, put a plane in there. Okay, but there are again many other techniques. Okay, and then I'm gonna move this, like, I want to use the middle, so I can put it in the middle, but you can put it like more in the back or more in the front. And of course, this has to have a thickness as well, which we're going to control again with the Solidify. And we can put like the offset in the middle, so it goes like in both direction. And let's say that we want to do this like 0.01. So it's like a couple of centimeters. Okay, and then we're going to also have with this like a plane of symmetry that we can use. For example, now we need to do the exterior part, like the lining or the cover, and we can do that using the, you know, also you can use the simple box. So just you want to make sure that you are straight here. So you need to find a grid like this that is nice and straight, and then we can fix this later. Okay, so you either work like with the box or you can work with a plane. So in this case, I could use a box. Now, also, if you see these measures here, you can activate them from here, edge length. This can help you to work more precisely if you want. So I'm going to go on from the side. And this is an example where I can use the grid, because let's say that I want to make this like, you can see here we have the various centimeters. So I can say, okay, this is going to be like 2 centimeters thick or 1 centimeters. Now, if I select this edge, it's going to show me that this is going to be 0.01. But again, I found this a little bit frustrating. So what I tend to do is, you know, just use one of these face. So you can, again, separate this. And I prefer to do like Solidify rather than, you know, using this, because and then I can change it in an easier way. And there you go. I'm just going to snap it there and then Solidify. So I can control the thickness every time I want. So this is again going to be like 0.2. This is now 2 centimeters. I can make it 1, or I can change it back to 2, etc. And so instead of working on a face, I'm working with the edges. And I put this now, again, following the other objects and the grid right here. And probably I want to extend this part. Let's make a X-ray. I want to extend this like an extra centimeter here using the grid. So I can, let's see here if, okay, snap to the grid. and sometimes it snaps to too many things, so maybe you want to just focus on one thing at a time. So there you go. So this snapping to the grid, and that's going to be roughly 3 centimeters, and then extrude. So E to extrude, and you want to make sure you go up. So Z, and there you go. So I can move this up an extra centimeter. Again, you want to be in the 2D view in order to extrude this properly. And by the way, you can see this is not exactly precise, so we can fix it. We can be more precise by moving this and snapping exactly right here. Okay, and then we continue with this. So extrude, and let's go on this other side. So in this case, we're going to use the epsilon axis. So press Y, and then you can always fix it later. Remember to be in 2D so you can be more precise. Extrude again, and make sure that we are on the Y axis. So press Y, and then take this, extrude, make sure you are on the Z axis. Okay, and then just move it down. Again, press Z to make sure you are on the Z, and then double check if everything is correct. Just turn off the transparency, and there you go. Now I will put the origin of my panel where the actual object is. So right click and do origin to geometry, so it's going to go directly there in the middle. And by the way, I can also change this position origin like this. So let's put it like on the head here, because this is going to be the hinge point. So turn off origins again, and now if I rotate this is going to like flip like a door. So that's something you can animate or things like that. And then let's go back to this, and we can add a mirror. And here we can use the door panel as the mirror object and make sure it's the correct axis. So in this case, it would be the X. So you can see now it goes perfectly on the other side. And same goes for the handle. So you can create the handle and then just mirror it. So I would use again the grid. You can find a good spot. Use the Ant cube. So let's say I want to put the handle somewhere around here. And so I would go here with the grid and with the face snap. And so hold the shift key. Okay, so that could be a good position. And then you want to extrude it a little bit, get out the transparency mode, and let's fix it. Okay, so I created two, I think. So this one will go away, so X. And then let's just, position this whatever you want, using the grid or not, depending on what you want to do. And then continue to extrude the other pieces. So go into modeling mode, extrude here. Let's go transparent, and then extrude. Okay, use the grid if you want, and then extrude also this other part. You can also fix it here. Let's say 10 centimeters. Sorry, 0.1 would be 10 centimeters. Okay, and then just modify your mirror and choose the panel, and that's it. So this is the way you can quickly create a door, customize door with the customized dimensions and measures, and that's it. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel to stay updated for more. Join the channel to support us. Check out other video courses in architecture and interior design, etc., etc. And see you in the next